Welcome. I am your Polkadot Specialist Var, and today we're going to talk about my top 5 Polkadot projects and why. If you like this particular episode, please like and subscribe. It'd be highly appreciated. So, I'm a big basketball person, and in basketball, we're always talking about our starting lineup. What is our top 5 people? And that started making me think, with basketball playoffs coming up, started making me thinking of starting lineups. So I was saying to myself, what are my top 5 Polkadot projects and why? Especially now that when I speak to people, they are always asking me about my opinion on different projects. And so I started to think, what are my top 5? And why are they in my top 5? So let's talk about it. So we'll start with number 5. So number 5 on my list would be Bifrost. Now, why Bifrost? I like Bifrost because it fits a need. With Bifrost, you have the liquid staking, the VDOT, and by doing that, that allows you to stake your dot and then still be able to participate in voting and double staking somewhere else and trading your coin, and you're not just locked in for 28 days. So it gives you a lot of utility with your Polkadot. So because of this, that's why I like Bifrost, because of the VDOT. And the fact that it's more than just for Polkadot, it has several other coins. So I do believe with Bifrost, they're going to have a lot of TVL, which is total value locked. So they're going to have a lot of money that's on their platform. Now, the reason why they're number 5 at the moment is the actual native coin, the BNC coin. It doesn't have as much utility as some of the others, but it's still in my top 5 Polkadot projects. I've already done a lot of videos on a lot of these different coins, so I'm going to try to keep it brief to each coin and just give a slight description of why. So, my number 4 coin is Interlay. Now, why Interlay? I like Interlay because the number 1 crypto asset right now is Bitcoin. It's the first. Majority of all crypto is based on a Bitcoin. Most of the money in crypto is in Bitcoin. And because of that, Interlay, bringing Bitcoin into the Polkadot network and also allowing Bitcoin to have some more utility, be able to be used in decentralized finance, possibly staking and having different rewards, I think is very, very essential. And because of that, I like Interlay. I also like with Interlay, they're going to have a whole nother market for Bitcoin called Bob. Now, the reason why they're at number 4 is I do think they missed a great opportunity to have the Interlay coin have a little more utility by having more affiliation with Bob, which is going to be a new marketplace that is for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it's not necessarily going to be on Polkadot. So I thought there was an opportunity missed to having Bob and IBTC more involved there. So because of that, they're number 4. And also, when I'm thinking about the order of these particular Polkadot projects or Polkadot products, I'm also thinking about the utility of the actual coin that I'm invested in. So for Interlay, you have the INTR coin. And so because of that, I think that also could have a little more utility. So we have to see kind of how they utilize these 2 particular assets with the INTR and the IBTC, and how that might be incorporated into Bob. So, but as of right now, we have Interlake at number 4. Now, one of my favorite projects, and this actually is a sneak peek, which is Phala at number 3. Now, this is a sneak peek because Phala is going to be one of my next videos. Now, if you'll notice, if you've been following my channel, most of these particular Polkadot projects or products, I've already done videos on, except for Phala. And Phala is one of my favorite Polkadot assets and projects. Now, why? Now, I am going to be doing another video on this, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But Phala is dealing with computation. So, not to go too far into computation and in the tech side of things, but pretty much it's one of those projects that's essential for AI to be able to process and to be smart, and also functions in terms of how the internet actually works, like the back end, how things are rendered and different things of that nature, processing power. And that's what Phala's primary use is. But it doesn't stop there with Phala. They have a lot of different things. And just to quickly touch on some of those things, so they have the computation that I mentioned. They also have, now they went from having the new type of smart contracts called fat contracts, and now they've made them into having an infusion with AI. And I'm going to go deeper into that into a future episode, but they have a new AI play. Now with computation, this is where a lot of games, processing power to be able to do games. So they provide computation for different things like that. They also have a gamification with Phala's World. And they also have like analytics similar to what Amazon Web Solutions would do. So they have a lot of different things and functionality, and they're doing it all decentralized. Now, the actual coin is used on the back end to be able to do all this processing power. You have to lock up a certain amount of coins, between 1,000 to 5,000 on the back end. That gives the coin some use case. So, but this is Phala, and again, I'll go more into this, but this is my number 3 project. And it also deals with privacy. This is all done decentralized and with privacy. So we have Phala at number 3. Now, number 2 should be of no surprise. One of my favorite projects is varhdx. Now, Hydra's going to be going to a name change from varhdx into hydration. So for hydration, I really like it because a financial hub is essential for any blockchain or any ecosystem. And Hydra is going to be having more features than almost any of the other financial platforms out there. They're really going to be doing a lot of different things. And because they're built on Polkadot, they're going to be using Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, so many different assets. Right now they got over 20 assets, on their platform. It's over 20, and they're just constantly adding more and more. They got features like dollar cost averaging. They have features like bonds. They're going to be bringing in a stable coin where you can have an asset that's pegged to the dollar. We could do transactions in a coin that's very stable. We have to worry about the price fluctuation, or have lending and borrowing. And then their coin is phenomenal because it's used in their governance, but it unlocks, by voting, it unlocks your ability to gain interest on your money. or interest on your HydraDX coin, your HDX. So Hydra, because of the importance of it, it being in the financial realm on Polkadot and being the main place where people are going to be able to exchange coins, the ease of use, the development team, the coins functions and features, I really do like Hydra. Now, the reason why Hydra is number 2 over Fowler, because they are really neck to neck in my mind, because Fowler does have a lot of great features as well. The difference is with Fowler, they already have major exchanges. So they're already on Kraken, they're already on Binance, and other exchanges. Hydra doesn't have any exchanges. The only way you can really get the coin at the moment is by sending your Polkadot to Hydra and exchanging. So it is an exchange already, but it hasn't even tapped into people easily being able to purchase it, and because of that, it has slightly edged Fowler. So HydraDX number 2. Now, my top project, and some of you may know because I have covered it quite a bit. So my favorite project is A-Star number 1. Now, why is A-Star number 1? Well, there's a reason why A-Star was the first Polkadot project that is a parachain to hit $1 billion. It's not at $1 billion at the moment, but there's a reason why it was one of the top. It has a lot of great partnerships. So you got Sony, Microsoft gave them money at one point. They've gotten a lot of grants from Polkadot, Parity, who handles the grants and things of that nature. So they're very essential. Now, what A-Star is, it's going to be the place that developers go and they build applications. So right now there's over 111 different applications on A-Star. And the reason why I like A-Star, because of this one feature called DApp staking, where developers are going to be given an income per month, so they recently went through some changes with this, but that's one of the features that I really, really like about A-Star, how it incentivizes developers and great developers to come to their platform because they're paid a basic income based on their popularity and support from the A-Star community. So A-Star is number 1 because of the different dApps that they have on there. They have something called a network effect. So a network effect is when you have just so many different people utilizing it, that it just constantly bring people in because they want to be affiliated with them. They want to be able to work with them because they have so many different developers. So now you might ask me, why not Moonbeam? Now, I do like Moonbeam as well, but in terms of the place where developers are going to build, I do believe A-Star edges Moonbeam somewhat because of the dApp staking. So that's one of the reasons why I have picked A-Star over Moonbeam, even though Moonbeam is a great layer 1 that people can build on. Now, Moonbeam is more specialty when it comes to Ethereum virtual machines versus just a pure platform for people just to be able to build. But the other aspect of A-Star is they also have Ethereum virtual machine with Polygon. So they are a layer 2 solution in addition to being the hub for builders to build and get an income. For builders to build and get an income. So this is my top 5. Let's recap. We got Bifrost at number 5. Number 4 was Interlay. Number 3 was Fowler. Number 2 was HydraDX. And number 1, A-Star. So I hope you liked this episode. Again, I am your Polkadot Specialist Var. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your time. God bless. Thank you.